see? This week, all questions are presented by Duracell. And the theme is stamina, so here we go. The longest NBA game in history took place in 1951 when the Indianapolis Olympians finally took the win over the Rochester Royals after 6 overtimes. Talk about stamina. How many minutes were played in this record-making game? Was it 61, 68, 78, or 87?
The skeleton catching oops. I ain't never catch an oop before, bruh. Nah, bruh. Hold up, bruh. This play, yo, bruh. The skeleton got me catching oops, bruh.
Bash World, welcome back to 2K TV. We're so excited to have you back on the show because we are following your journey to legend, and I see that you have a little something with you. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, this is the belt. This symbolizes the beast of the East. We won Rival Day. Shout out to everybody out there that was grinding, putting in that work, you know what I'm saying? And we, you know what I mean, only champions can wear this belt, Alexis, you know what I mean?
Wear it loud and proud. Now, obviously, we're following your journey to legend, and we got an update on Season 1, but where are you in terms of levels for Season 2?
Okay, so I hit 40. I got the skeleton mascot. I am enjoying it. Man, it's been a blast. The grind is just been getting out there, playing with everybody, man. And you know what I'm saying? And seeing where everybody's at. Season 2 has been tremendous. It's been fire. It's been amazing.
What specifically do you like about Season 2?
Okay, so 1 is the skeleton mascot.
Bash, catch, skeleton, splash. Yeah.
I'm out there. You already know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is out there. I've got my center, my 7'3" guy with the skeleton. They looking at me all crazy, like, hold on, he got a skeleton. A lot of people just running up to me, you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people haven't got it yet, but it's amazing. Also, that trike, am I saying it right? The trike, yeah. The trike, the little big wheel.
Yeah.
Man, I'm all around the city with.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The bustling financial district here in Canada's largest city. We're coming to you from Toronto. A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Coach Monty Williams tells it of Devin Booker, he's a bucket. Devin can score on many levels. Post up, mid-range, catch and shoot, off the dribble. More than anything, he'll take the wins over stats every time. And that's what I love about him. He's just scratching the surface. Kevin?
He sure is, David. Great report, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Otto Porter Jr. out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for the Raptors, the forwards are Anunoby and Siakam. Then there's Kem Birch, and it's Callaway in at the 1. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Now, here's Bridges. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Raptors ball.
Here's Galloway. The pass to Birch. The shot off that time. Bridges with some nice defense. Paul outside. Bridges passes to Ayton. That one's not going to go. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Knicks in New York. And he drives in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
If you're OG Anunoby, it's about staying healthy. You already know if you're healthy and whole, you can be successful.
Now, here's Bridges. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Siakam against Porter. Siakam's shot is off. And it's Porter with the ball for the Suns. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
And here is Siakam. After Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. So impressive the way Siakam has emerged as a #1 scorer.
He has a great handle for his size. The length is hard for any defender to deal with, whether Siakam's back to the basket or facing up.
The line for 2.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. For all that he gives them on offense, Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Bounce pass from Bridges. Booker outside. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here's Siakam. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Nice D from Porter.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Booker outside. Back to Porter. And here's Booker. 20-point game for him in the win against New York. And that one's good, Ayton.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Galloway taking his time here. Paul with the steal. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Raptors on defense. 6-point game. A nice shot by Booker.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Galloway, the pass to Siakam. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Now here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Anunoby, no good. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the paint. Siakam's shot is off.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
The 11-footer, Bridges shot.
Michael
Good.
Bridges.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Now, here's Birch. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Pass to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Ayton gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Phoenix now. Mikhailuk passes to Galloway and taken away by Paul. Drops in the breakaway lane.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Toronto with the ball, down by 12. Flynn kicks to Gordon. Passes it to Siakam. To the middle, here's Barnes. The rebound by Johnson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Diallo. Smith outside. Here's Magician. It's good from long range.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
On the wing, Barnes.
2 minutes left.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved. Kevin plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Barnes can't get it to go. Suns leading by 15. Magician off target from three-point range. Here's Trent, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Elevating his playmaking over time. Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Woo! Let it go, baby!
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Magician going inside. That shot, no good. Raptors trail by 12. Flynn with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. And good that time. Here's Magician. pass to Sharich. Inside, stolen by Gordon. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Diallo still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Johnson against Barnes. 12 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Raptors 5 right now. Got Siakam. Barnes out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Flynn in at the point guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Knicks was superb. He had 13 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
Here's Magician, covered by Flynn. Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think he would have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably as a center, a pick and pop big, because everybody's playing smaller now, so I doubt you'd have found me in the backcourt.
Outside Flynn. There's the pass to Trent. Now Barnes. Here's Siakam. Another miss by Siakam.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Diallo the pass to Johnson. Here's Diallo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Driving to the basket. And he gets it to go.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Magician. Saric against Siakam. Here's Magician. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. 5 on the clock. Diallo kicks to Johnson. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Nice shot by Smith.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the Raptors call time here.
And just trying to get some traction Offensively, boy, it hasn't been pretty.
So this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Big group substitution here for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Porter comes in for Smith. Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Diallo. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Galloway, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Booker. And here is Ayton. 14 points from him the last game against the Knicks in New York.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Here's Magician. 9 points in the game so far. Bridges passes to Magician. And too long on the shot. Raptors trail by 16. Kicks to Galloway. No good. Good D by Booker. To the inside. Here's Porter. Toronto grabs the miss. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Bridges with some nice defense.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Here's Magician, covered by Barnes. Book it on the money from Magician.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Galloway finds Barnes. Back to Galloway. Porter against Anunoby. Pass to Galloway. Fires the three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For three.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of three. And, Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of competence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
And he nails the third.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Ball outside. There's the dish to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Assist goes
As
to
a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Barnes. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. Suns leading by 20.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Basket good. Anunoby's got his second bucket.
What I like about OG Anunoby for a young player, he's not pushing to do more than they want him to do.
Paul kicks to Bridges. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Gordon comes in for Barnes.
Hey, get on Chris.
Bridges outside. Pass to Booker. Ayton against Siakam. Ayton inside. He's got 8, and the shot goes down. Ayton's got 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Siakam looking around. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Porter with the steal. Dishes it to Bridges.
Hey, yo, right here.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Here's Galloway. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up, over the D, and in.
Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Six on the shot clock. Booker outside. Launches it. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the center. A nice shot by Booker.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The pass to Galloway. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Mikhailuk. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Mikhailuk's got his first basket.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
Anunoby against Bridges. Here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. No good from Booker.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And the rejection by Ayton. They retain possession. Here's Galloway. And it's off from three-point range.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with this shot all evening long.
Booker the pass to Ayton. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Ayton's got 16.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
To the wing on the left. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Assertive move by Pascal Siakam. Slamming it in before anyone can contest it.
Paul looking over the floor. Back to Booker. Ball stolen. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Porter. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Siakam. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 6 assists in the game.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt? Ladies and and gentlemen, your North Side Crew. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
Some changes for Phoenix. Sharch checked in for Ayton. Magician comes in for Booker, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Suns leading by 20. Out to the wing. Sharch dishes to Porter. Sharch against Siakam. 5 to shoot. And Sharch kicks to Bridges. Unloads. Off the left rim and out. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Sharch against Anunoby. Pass to Trent. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Trent's got his second basket of the night.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker. And what you like about Anunoby is how efficient he's become. Good to great shot selection. Hits for a solid percentage from the field, from 3, and from the line.
Raptors trail by 17. No good on the shot. Bridges with some nice defense. Now here's Payne. No points in the game yet for him. And Sharch kicks to Payne. Here's Magician. Sinks the three-pointer.
And another efficiency of Anunoby's, he takes care of the rock.
And for a young player, you're right, GA, he makes very few mistakes. And if he does make a mistake, they don't pile up and become a problem. He just moves on to the next play.
Fast break, here come the Suns. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Siakam against Sharch. The drive by Siakam. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
An excellent ball handler for his size. Pascal doing damage going downhill.
Payne with it. To the inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his first.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
At the line for
and some stats here, guys. The scoring
17.
breakdown for the Suns.
One shot.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
That's good from Magician. For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Gordon, the pass to Trent. Over Diallo. Phoenix grabs the miss. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Siakam against Sharch. Takes the 13-footer. Siakam misses. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 10-2 run here. It's good.
Number 17.
That's 23 points for Magician.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Sharch against Siakam. Right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Flynn the pass to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. Trent can't hit. Suns have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Magician, defended by Gordon. Bounce pass from Diallo. Magician passes to Šarić. Over Siakam. The shot missing. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's Trent. It's hauled in by Diallo. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Magician to the left side wing. Diallo the pass to Magician. To the middle, kicks it out to Johnson. To the wing right side. Here's Magician. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Outside Flynn. Passes it to Gordon. Over Diallo. Siakam on the foul. Siakam's got 16 points.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Here he goes. Here's Šarić. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Flynn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
2.
No good on the free throw. So for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Šarić. Booker comes in for Smith. And Chris Paul subbed in for the Magician. He hits the second from the line. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Booker looking around. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. The tray buries it from three-point range. 15 points in the game.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
And so it's Phoenix having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Aaron Gordon, and it's Galloway in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Booker outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Defended by Booker. Driving inside. And that one good.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Here's Galloway. Misses off the right iron. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Paul finds Shamet. Kicks it out to Johnson. Paul outside. The feed to Biyombo. Johnson, that's for 2. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul. And Phoenix making a change here. Payne's checked in.
Substitution for the Suns, Cameron Payne.
For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Galloway. On the money from 12 feet away.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
And the pass to Shamet. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. He gets it in there.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Here's Galloway. Payne covering. Galloway, no good. The Suns shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Looking back at the previous decade, Steve, in the NBA, super teams have been dominant in the league. Do you like the ones with 2 or 3 stars?
You know, each has its advantages, Kevin. The 2-star model allows for a deep bench. We saw that with AD and LeBron in LA. But the 3-star alignment, a la the Brooklyn Nets, those can be potent on the offensive end. Both work if you're raising up those trophies.
Payne. And that one is good. Payne's got his first points in this one.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Galloway. Payne covering. Galloway, no good. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The kick out to Porter. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Payne passes to Booker. Back to Payne. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Payne's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gillespie, the pass to Galloway. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lengths at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Smith checked in for Otto Porter Jr. and Magician subbed in for Devin Booker. And the Suns call time.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
That one misses. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Out to Smith. Shoots over Anunoby, and it's Smith missing. The Raptors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And Phoenix has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Payne passes to Magician. From past the arc, the shot, no good. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Watanabe. Biyombo with the block. They recover it. Anunoby passes to Watanabe. Here's Gillespie. He's covered by Shamet. And the shot goes in.
Assist goes to.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's Magician. Payne passes to Shamet. Here's Magician. Takes a shot at the elbow. Yes, that goes in. Magician's got 25 points in the game.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Malachi Flynn.
Hey, watch left.
From the inbound, he lays it in.
Utah.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
The Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Magician passes to Biyombo.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Pass to Gillespie. The dish to Flynn. Inside. Biyombo with the block. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul. Bismack Biyombo. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, Pascal Siakam. At the line for 1.
One shot.
Free throw good, Siakam. And Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all the hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys been knowing each other for a long time, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. And that's now 21 points for Siakam.
This is what this team expects from Pascal Siakam. His guys know how dominant he can be.
Payne finds Shamet. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Assisted by...
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Magician passes to Shamet. To the paint, here's Magician, and he uses the glass on the layup. Magician's got 29 in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Magician.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
He's perfect from the line this time. And we all value a dose of humility from time to time, even, Steve, from the Stars. But what do you think is the right balance between bravado and modesty?
I think you always got to have character and respect. I think that's where it comes from. But during competition, as long as you're not crossing the line, I think it's okay.
Just 5 on the clock. Gillespie, the pass to Flynn, and the foul goes on the Magician. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Raptors making a change here. Gordon's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Raptors, Aaron Gordon.
Shot from the inbound. A nice shot by Flynn.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Here's Magician. Out to Smith. Payne with the bounce pass. Passes it to Magician. 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Smith right side. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Hey, it's easy to see that you play the game with a lot of joy, MP.
Right.
But it seems like you're most joyful when the ball's going in the basket like it was tonight. Why do you think scoring brings out that side of you?
I wouldn't put it that way. I think that's just your read on the situation.
But you sure looked good like you were having a blast out there tonight.
That was more about winning than anything.
But you enjoy scoring.
For sure. But I enjoy all kinds of things. Locking up my man, finding an open shooter in the corner, hitting free throws. I find joy in all aspects of the game, so I think your evaluation is a little bit off, that's all.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks for your time, MP.
I've been getting it since a toddler, I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto, hell my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow in my footsteps like I'm Montana, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the near my friend. My bro on a steaming stove. Like grits, got this vibe on a tippy toes. In a LA live, I'm staying at the low.